Tonight, we're taking another look at the impeachment trial and the ever-changing politics in the nation's capital. Joining me tonight on 7 Up Front is former Republican U.S. Representative Paul Mitchell, who represented Michigan's 10th congressional district before deciding not to run for a third term. Congressman, thanks for being there tonight.
Well, happy to join you, no problem.
Let's start with the impeachment trial. The president's team with his defense today. Do you believe the president is guilty of incitement of insurrection as the article of impeachment charges?
Well, there's two parts to that question they've argued about. The first is he protected the First Amendment? Should they constitutionally be doing this? And to be honest with you, he absolutely is. There's protections, but you're also accountable for what you say. And the things that the president said, not just January 6th, but on the run-up to the election and then after the election, incited people to take extraordinary action. And I would have voted if I were in Congress to impeach the president, and I would vote to convict him because I believe he's directly responsible for the absolute chaos. There are 144 police officers injured, 5 lives lost that day, 2 others suicide. He is accountable for what happened, and he needs to be held accountable.
And what we saw transpire on January 6th at the Capitol was shocking, disturbing, unbelievable. Use whatever words you like. What did you feel having served there as you watched the assault and violence that day?
Well, first, there are friends of mine that are there on both sides of the aisle. I was so concerned about their well-being. I was heartsick. There are points in time, to be honest with you, Dave, I was in tears. I love that place. I left because I had family responsibilities I needed to deal with at home. But that is the shrine of our republic. That is where the people are heard. And to have it defiled, to have it assaulted, to have my oldest son's a police officer, to see police officers beaten. In one case, there's video that shows a police officer beaten with a pole, and the flag on the pole says Blue Lives Matter. You have to ask yourself, oh my God, what is wrong with these people? And so that's, I can't even begin to describe it. Still, I saw the videos during the impeachment trial, and again, it just hurts so deeply.
Today is Abraham Lincoln's 212th birthday. Forever, the Republican Party has been called the Party of Lincoln, but over the past 4 years, it has become the Party of Trump. Before retiring, you left the GOP, became an independent. Is that a big reason why?
Well, as I said in the letter to Kevin McCarthy and to Ronald McDaniel, I could no longer be part of a party that chose to ignore an election, that created conspiracy theories that somehow the election had been stolen. In fact, I had a hashtag, rather than stop the steal, is stop the stupid. If you can't respect votes, if you can't respect the election, we become a third world nation. We are not Venezuela, okay? Let's be serious about this. And the respect for a peaceful transfer of power is so fundamental to our creation. The last time the Capitol was assaulted was in the War of 1812 by the British. Think about that.
Yeah.
And I can't possibly begin to accept anything in terms of until the Republicans change their view on the responsibility they have to govern.
And I know within the party you tried to urge the president to temper his rhetoric and actions. Bottom line, he didn't listen to many, certainly. But many of his followers did listen. What's your message to those who continue to believe and further those conspiracy theories about the election?
Well, I think we need to start by respecting each other, even if we disagree. You can disagree and not be disagreeable. You can be civil. You may not like the outcome all the time, but no one gets everything they want. I have a 10-year-old, Dave, and there are days he doesn't like how things work out. We work beyond having a tantrum or something. It'd be really nice if people acted respectfully. It's the way our system works. There is no perfect answer to most of the problems this nation faces. So one individual doesn't get to make that decision, including the President of the United States. I'm
sorry.
Go ahead, sir.
Where are we headed then? Country's divided. Public opinion polling shows that there's 71% disapproval rating of Congress. To many, it mostly seems like it's party over country with both Republicans and Democrats.
Yes.
That getting and holding power is more important than working to improve the lives of people who sent them to Washington. Is there any hope that things will change and get better in this regard?
Well, I'm supporting some efforts and some members in Congress that have put forth something called Country First. not party, not country first. And I think that's important. The other is, I think I need to urge everyone that's watching is to start looking at their member of Congress, not by what they say, but what they do and what they've accomplished. Are they looking to work with members to come up with an answer, or just finding things to complain about? We got to stop being grievance driven and talk about a solution. And there is no perfect solution to many things, but accept progress towards a better place rather than say, I either get what I want, or I'm going to have a tantrum. And I think this hope, but part of it is the voters need to hold their members of Congress accountable for what have you done specifically. Don't tell me talk is cheap, and God knows in D.C. there's a whole lot of talk, Dave.
Yeah, sure is. Congressman Mitchell, we thank you for your time tonight and insights. We'll look forward to continuing the conversation.
Sure, anytime. Have a good night.
Thank you. You as well. A former congressman is now hosting a weekly radio show Wednesday nights from 9 to 11 p.m. on 910 a.m. We thank him for being with us on 7 Up Front.